Hi, I'm your host Shay, and I hope you are having a lovely week. If not, I hope next week goes better. Again, the weather seems to be becoming really nice. It's not as crazy warm yet, but it's still really, nice to see the sun out, no clouds kind of thing. And hopefully it gets warmer. And it's such a typical thing for us Brits to be talking about the weather because most of the time it's either freezing or raining. And I'm not even one that minds the cold too much. But it is nice to see like the sun out and everyone's out. The trees have grown back their leaves and everything, so it's actually really like nice to see the weather like this. Even though like for myself, I have hay fever, so it's actually terrible for me to be out in a park or whatever. Because I'm just gonna be sneezing the whole time. I also have eczema, so my skin is just gonna be irritated. I'm like gonna flare up with all bumps and everything. So yeah, it's not it's not the best for me. But the weather looks nice at least. Um yeah, so I just wanted to quickly hop on here um and share my thoughts briefly on the whole like leak of Avatar the Last Airbender film that was coming out. Didn't even I completely forgot the film was coming out, and that was due to the fact that it was going to be locked behind streaming. um I think the place where it was going to be uploaded was Paramount Plus. That's the streaming site. Yeah. So I don't have Paramount. I wasn't gonna buy into that, so it was gonna be like, okay, I guess I'm gonna be missing out on that one, which is a shame because from what I remember, and from what I hear, a lot of people loved that show when it was big in the 2000s. Um, so it was kind of crazy that they decided to not put it in like cinemas and theaters basically. Which is very confusing because again, like I said, Avatar the Last Airbender, sorry, was a really popular show when I was little, and even till this day I think it's really popular. And maybe that's due to the fact that when they released the live action, that was apparently a hot mess. But when I was watching that again when I was little, I didn't think it was too bad. I would love to know if people like have rewatched that film today and realized maybe it was not what it was hyped up to be when we were little. But that is also like another shocking thing where there may have been like a live action or a reboot of something um when I was little that came out, and I didn't know there was another version of this. Basically it's like the Charlie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. um like Tim, was it Tim Burton that made that film? But it had what's his name? Oh god, it's the actor who plays the Pirates of the Caribbean actor, that guy. I don't know why I haven't got this name in my head, but hey ho, what can I do? Um yeah, it had that actor in it, and it was like more of, I guess, a focus on like Charlie's point of view or whatever. Because there's like Willy Wonka. Um there was a Willy Wonka version that I didn't know about when I was growing up until I saw it later on. And yeah, so that was kind of a shocker, being like, oh, so some of these films that have live action versions are either based on something else or it's a reboot of something. Back to Avatar. So Yeah, so I was kind of shocked that this film was gonna be kind of be pushed on streaming instead of theater release. And again, I think it may have been due to like the company being scared that the last time the a film from based on this show was released, it didn't do as well. But if it's sticking to the animation style and whatnot, and from what I see of like scene of the animation for this film, it looks so clean, like it looks so good. I am completely shocked that the people who came out with that decision, like decided on that decision to not release it in cinema, they saw this film and was like, yeah, I don't think it might do so well. Let's just put it in our streaming site basically. And that also may be due to like why that decision also was made as well is the fact that maybe because of not as many people are going to the cinemas anymore as we used to, and out of fear that yes, there's an audience for it, but they would rather maybe sit at home and watch it than spend money to go see it in the theaters. It might as well just, it's best that we just put it in, you know, our streaming site, and people who want to see it can see it there. If not, then boohoo or whatever. Which is a shame because not everyone will have that streaming site, and then you would have to download the app or type it into your Google or whatever to try and see it, which is a shame because then why am I going to spend how much money, like £20, to have a subscription with this Paramount Plus thing, and I'm never going to use it again. Yeah, they may have some other films and shows on there that I find interesting, but I probably have four other streaming sites that I already am paying subscriptions for. Why the hell I'm going to add another one just to see one film? Is that sounds a bit stupid now, doesn't it? Um and no offense to people who do that, but again, it's just like for any other person, and money doesn't come like lightly to people like that nowadays. Why the hell would you then choose to do that? And that was the decision that they decided on because, but like I said, it was a very, very popular show when I was growing up and still is a popular show. So I would feel like with the right promotions or with the right trailers coming out and everything, I think you'll be able to get people in those like cinema seats, and people would, sorry, I just, technical difficulties, lol. Um it's fine. I can see that the levels are still going up, so it's just probably my headphones. But yeah, it's honestly kind of like I just don't understand where. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they didn't decide to put it in theaters because I honestly feel like it would have done really well if they did. But you know what can we do? We can only talk about how they didn't do it. They still have a chance to put it in um theaters right now. But will they? I don't know. Um because now the film is leaked, and which is a whole mess. Like it's insane that this film was able to somehow get leaked online. And just through, from what I heard, the way it got leaked was someone, a part of the team or whatever, sent an email to someone, and then someone posted it on Reddit, and that's how the film got out there, which is so insane and so funny at the same time. And also, it's really sad because from what I hear, the filmmakers, like the director who was a part, like made the film, was speaking on it and seems really passionate about this film. And it's a shame that their work is being locked up in this like streaming, thing, and not getting like the kind of, push and love for the big screen. Because I think in the post they were on, I think this was posted on X, where they were saying how much they love this film and how much hard work they put into it and the team put into it. Don't quote me on this because I can't remember exactly what was said. But how the animation it honestly looks so good as well. Um, and just saying a bunch of appreciation they had for making this whole thing. And it's just a shame that if that was the at that time that was the decision that was made to put it behind the streaming vault, basically. And now this is leaked, and everyone, so from what I see, there's a lot of edits, there's people reacting to clips of it or whatnot. And it's a shame because I'm like, people are watching this and the filmmakers are part of this animation, this film, are not getting any revenue, any money from this, basically. So it's kind of icky. Like, I don't know how to feel about it because, yeah, I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch this now that it's leaked. I feel so like horrible for the people who put like the whole butt into it, and now everyone's just like watching it for fun. Like no one's getting any money from this, basically, which is crazy. And I don't know if the people who are watching it are feeling any type of way. Like, animation is such a really like hard working kind of field, and people work their butt off in these like films and TV shows and whatnot. Like, animation is not an easy thing. It's a very like crazy kind of career to go into, and I honestly feel like animation in itself doesn't get the most recognition or respect. I feel like it's definitely a thing where people disregard what goes into animation, which is a shame. This fly seems to want to be a part of the video. It's literally hanging on my mic. Sorry if that made a sound when I was trying to dust it off. LOL. But yeah, it's just kind of like, sorry, I was trying to get this fly off. Anyway, so yeah, it's just such a shame that like the amount of work that is put into animations in general, and it's not treated with the most high respect as like a live action drama or something, is kind of insane to me. Yeah, so if from my answer alone, I'm not going to be watching the leak. um but also I feel as if this is a trend now for a lot of films, where instead of allowing it to be on the big screen out of fear that there won't be people in the seats, which, yes, there is a thing now where people are not going to cinemas anymore, but again, I feel as if with the right promotions, I just realized I keep saying promotions. I mean, with the right promoting, I meant promoting. I this is I'm gonna be past it, but with the right promoting and with the right trailers coming out, teasers, whatnot, I think you can garner a good audience. Like, look at K-pop Demon Hunters. I feel like the same kind of um craze that happened with it would have still happened if people had the opportunity to see it in the cinema the first time. I think that would have been really, like, it would have been amazing for the film. But because the people who were funding it didn't believe in it, they said, "Nah, we're gonna sell it. We're gonna give it to Netflix, put it on streaming," and that's what happened. And to be honest, who's to say that if it didn't go the way it did, it would have been the biggest, like, thing that it was. Like, I do think streaming this fly, I'm gonna ignore it. It really wants to be a part of the episode right now. But yeah, I think who's to say, like, it would have gone the same way, but I understand, like, streaming does help a lot. Like, it's a great thing to have it because a lot of people can't afford to go to the cinema. And you know, we're very fortunate to have, like, able to have access to a lot of things that we can find on these sites, because they're I mean, when Netflix was really good, they had a wide range of different films that you can see in there. They still have a wide range of films on there, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really um kind of like shocking. Not shocking, I don't think that's the word I want to use, but it's just really interesting how we're kind of in this state where a film will be in cinemas for how long and then it will go straight to streaming, or sometimes depending on how whatever names are attached to it, um it'll be in the cinema for longer and you'll just have to wait a period of time until it's on streaming. um but yeah, I don't know what else I really want to say on this matter. I think the fly is bothering the hell out of me. So I've kind of lost my train of thought. I'm gonna stop it there. Let me know what you think about the whole leak and how you feel about films being, like, on streaming sites instead of having the big, like, theatrical release. Are there films that you've recently or seen in the past, basically, where you wish you saw it on the big screen? And yeah, let me know in the comments. If you want to keep up with us, you can find the Instagram page, Frame Within a Frame Explain. I put different posts, like behind the scenes stuff, updates on what I'm doing, guests who are coming on. Yeah, and obviously on Spotify you can find our other episodes uploaded on here. I also have a YouTube page where you can also find the stuff there if you like. And yeah, that's all from me. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope, again, your week has been good. If not, I hope next week goes better. And yeah, bye.